Okay. Okay, Kat, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes.
I can't really hear you. I can hear you a little bit. Can you turn up your volume?
Yes, let me just maybe put my headphones.
Okay. Okay, so we're streaming right now. I just want to let you know.
Okay.
Okay, so streaming on YouTube, and I'm going to record it. Okay, so I just want to say hello to everybody, anyone who's watching. Thank you for watching. I'm about to do a family constellation. It's probably going to be a tabletop constellation. I wrote a book called Learn Tabletop Constellations. If anyone is interested, I'm going to do a link in the description of how to get it. It's actually 10% off right now, and 10% off my horse constellation book as well. Anyway, yeah, I do these every Thursday morning at usually around 10 a.m. And sometimes I know the people who are coming in, sometimes I don't. I actually know Kat, who's here today, because I met her once before, came here for a horse constellation. And I just wanted to say thank you for volunteering to be a demo. And I want to just ask everybody that this is a real session. It's not fake. It's not staged or anything. It's not a party trick. I just ask everybody to be respectful and hold space for this session. I never know what's going to happen. And we're going to go for like 40 minutes. So I'm just going to say hello to you, Kat. And
hello.
So that's, can you say something? See if I can hear you.
Yes. I'm really happy to be here, and I mean, really was we met and on horse constellation. It was really amazing and helped me a lot. So I would love to participate today and yeah, to do another session with you. I'm really excited.
Okay, great. I just have an issue, like I can barely hear you. Let me see if it changes if I put my headphones on. Did you have headphones?
Let me see what I'm gonna, 1 second.
Okay, say it again.
I'm gonna try to put my headphones.
Okay, it's okay. I can hear you now with my headphones in. Maybe it's something on my end, but I can hear you better now. So I'm guessing if I can hear you with headphones, I think that people can hear you as well. I don't know, maybe it's just something on my phone. But
yeah,
your volume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got headphones in. Okay, great. All right, let's just save it. Okay, I'm just going to turn this fan off. Hold on. Okay. All right. Are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. So you have an intention, right, Kat?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to tell me what it is?
I would like to reconnect maybe with my father. I would like to have at least certain relationship with him, because like kind of I feel like it was blocked, or I mean, because my mother, like always, we was communicating through my mom, and she always was kind of, when I was growing up, only bad things she was saying about my father. So it's kind of like, you know, always, or he's this, and you know, there was a moments in my childhood that I was even getting aggressive with my father, which he didn't do for me nothing. I think he was a good father because of my mother. So it's like almost like, you know, I feel like she always was in the family like a baby, like she is always you know, instead of focusing on the kids or like see the what, it always was my mother. So I feel like she kind of like took a place, like I don't know, like she's I don't know, like she took father from us. Like my sister feels the same. Like we never had normal, and always when we want to like have a conversation, like, or even have any kind of communication with my father, right, it's always somehow my mother is around, like she directing all the scenario, you know what I mean? Like it could be 1,000 reasons how it could be played. I mean, let's say last time I really wanted to go, like I came to Russia and I wanted to go to see my grandma, and my mom, and I wanted to go with my father. I never have time with him. No, my mother made huge drama. This is just a small example. Like,
Okay.
and I feel it's important for me to have a good, I'm not saying like even it's bad. I don't think I even have any relationship with him at this point. I never, I mean, so I would like to remind myself, like, I mean, that he was a good father, and I would like to have my own relationship with him without, now when I'm grown up. I would
Now,
like
as an
to
adult.
yes, I would like to have some kind of communication with him.
Okay, so I just want to give you that back, what I heard. And so you'd like to work on your relationship with your father. You feel that you've never really had a relationship with your father that hasn't included your mother. Your mother seems to organize or
Control.
control. Yeah, you used another word. I'm sorry, I can't remember it. But,
Yes, yes.
but basically your mom is always around when your father's there, and she kind of dominates the relationships. And then she said terrible things about him when you were growing up. And so there's a sort of, feels like there's a sort of distance between you and your father that you've never really explored.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And so I just want to ask you this: what would it be like for you to have your father in your life? You know, and I know he lives in Russia, but what would it be
Yeah.
like to have access to your father that wasn't under your mother's control? Or what would that be like for you?
Good question. It's hard for me even to imagine. um, I would assume we would spend some quality time together. Maybe we would go fishing, or we just go for lunch, something that we both like. So yeah, I think some kind of activity, something like that, like time, or go maybe nature, hiking. That's what I grew up doing this all the time. So I think that share some kind of conversation. Yeah, that's something I would imagine.
Okay, great. So you can imagine yourself going fishing or hiking or going to lunch, spending quality time with your
Yeah.
dad. Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. So let's do this. I'm going to have you pick some object for you that represents you, and then something for your father. Okay. And then you're going to place them on the tabletop, whatever you have there. And yeah, and then
You see.
yeah, that's good. Let me see when you bring your hands away. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can see that. Okay. So yeah, move the things off your table to begin with, and then we bring them in and place them.
I think this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Who's that?
My father.
Okay.
And I would say this is me.
Okay. What can I see it a little bit? Okay, so it's a stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. And is that how you want them placed? Yeah. Like that. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, don't worry about if don't worry about the camera. I'd rather like it's just more intuitive, like how you want them to be placed. And where are they looking? So where is your father looking?
He's looking there.
Like point to the area he's looking at. Okay, got it. And what about you? Where are you looking?
Straight.
So you're looking towards me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not looking
But
at each other, I would say. Not looking at each other.
not looking at each other, but they're is it kind of like that? Like one's looking that way,
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a kind of triangle almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. 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 All right. So get rid of that, whatever that is. And okay, so the first thing I noticed, which is pretty obvious, right, is that your dad is huge.
Yeah.
And then you're the same kind of coloring, lighter, but you're much smaller.
Yeah.
And you're not looking at each other.
No.
Right. Okay. So do me a favor. Just put your hand on your father. Put one of your hands on it, yeah. And just tune in. Like just take a few breaths and just drop into your body and tune in and just tell me how you feel as you connect there.
I feel warm, like
Mm-hmm.
some kind good. I would feel good energy, calm. Like it feels like I mean, calms me down. This
Mm-hmm.
energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And
Um.
so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would say calms, but there is something there. I cannot spot it right now. I don't know. With all this good energy and everything, there is some not good. Let's put it this way, like some, I don't know if it's called negative, but some different emotion.
Got
I'm
it.
trying
All
to
right.
figure.
So let's so I just want to remind you, you're in your father's field right now. So stay connected. So this is your father's field. That means that you're in the energy of your father. All right. And so it feels calm, but there's something there, some kind of emotional thing that you felt that maybe was negative in that bigger atmosphere.
Yes, I think maybe feeling of being not understood. Um, because it did happen several times with my father, that especially with any like arguments about my mother growing up, or doesn't matter if she was really wrong, or he was always taking her side,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty hurtful, because several times like nobody even heard me, and there was no fair judgment, I would say, on any like on family situation, because he always protect her, and it was wrong many times, and as growing up it was pretty hurtful.
Okay. Okay. So what I want you to do is to be in the moment right now. Like I understand what you're saying, that he always took your mother's side, and then it seemed like they were against you in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it never felt like that he was an ally of yours. It was always
No.
like him and your mother kind of against you in certain situations.
Yeah.
But like staying with it right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so any other sensations that you feel?
Overall, I just feel a lot of warmth, like a very calming and energy. I don't know, like
Yeah. Is there something on that rock? Like I thought I saw something on the top of it, like a pen. What is that?
I don't know what is it actually.
Is that
It's weird, huh?
oh right. Is that natural?
I think, yeah.
Oh right. Okay, cool. Okay.
That's cool, right?
Yeah. All right. So put it back where it was. Yeah, good. Okay, so now put your hand on you.
there. Yeah. Okay. So I just want you to drop in again and just sense any feelings or sensation in your body and tell me what you notice.
Some kind of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like a feeling like I'm really hard, like I'm trying, like working hard to kind of organize things, energy around me, inside of me, and it's really challenging.
So it's really challenging. You're trying to organize everything around you. Right?
Yeah, it's me not only organized like physically, but also like emotionally. I'm trying to lately to do like, some kind of like, self work, and trying to really trying to see where is my anxiety coming from, how I can fix it, what I can do, like, and it's been a road, and it's really challenging and not easy to.
Okay. So right now, like I understand that it's been a challenge for you, like in the past, right?
Yeah.
So let's try to stay with right now, like what you sense there right now as you are next to your father, and you're pretty close to your father. Do you have awareness of him there?
Not. I think it is overall makes me more calm, like it just calming down, like him being he having energy around, like around me. Overall it has, like, it's just calm me down. It's just like like I feel better around, like in his presence.
He's still alive, right? I remember you saying.
Yeah.
He's still, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So take your hand off. Yeah. And now it sort of seems like they're looking in the same direction. Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
All right. So what I want you to do is just bring those closer to you in the same position, and then place something at the point of where they're looking. So where you're both looking, your father's looking, you are looking in a similar direction, and just put something there. Great. But I need to see it. Yeah. Okay. What is it
Let me
first?
go for that.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. Is that
yeah, it's yeah,
sweetgrass?
I forgot.
Yes. Yeah, sweetgrass. It looks like you burn it, right? You burn that.
I think so. You can. I never did. I just have it. I have all this kind of things.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's
yeah,
just smudging.
Like, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So good. So that's where you want it, right? Like you want that
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah. Okay. So just take a few breaths. Did anything change now that came in?
It's yeah, I think my I can feel like a center inside of me. I don't know how to explain this.
Okay. Okay.
It's like it gives me some kind of I don't know, support.
Yeah.
Like inside of me.
Yeah.
Like weird feeling. Like just didn't so much experience that. So yeah. but it's
Okay.
kind of like support, like his energy, and something is changing.
Okay. Can you gently put your finger on that? Yeah, there you go. And then just drop in there. Just drop in, take a few breaths. What do you notice in your body?
Some kind of sensation, I guess. And
Yeah.
I feel more this area
In your heart area?
here. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And if that, whatever that is, I mean, it could be a bunch of people, it could be, it probably is, I'm guessing that it's people, whether they could be dead. But where are they looking, or where is it looking?
First thing comes to my mind, ocean.
So it's, yeah.
It's
Go ahead.
water, like it's maybe beach, maybe, but it's, I see water.
Okay. Where is the object looking?
Straight.
Which way? Point with your finger. Okay. Looking in the same direction as you and your father. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of in the path of where you and your father are looking. So let me ask you a question. Was your father in any war?
He wasn't military,
He
but
wasn't
I
in
don't,
military.
he was, I think so, he was in military. But he was not he was not in the war, like, actually.
He wasn't in the war, but he was in the military. What about your grandfather, his father?
No, but generation before, for sure.
The great grandfather.
Yes. Yes, that generation, because I remember about the conversation with my grandmother, and yes, probably the father of my grandpa. Most of my relatives, like, they were in the war, from my mom's side and from the father.
Okay.
So there was a big possibility.
Do you know what war it was with your great grandfather?
I need to double check that. I don't remember.
Okay. 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 So let's bring in your great grandfather. Pick something for him. Do you know his name? Great.
Good question. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, it's great. It's quite, that's a few generations back.
Yes.
Okay. Where did you place him? Can I see?
Yes, in front of, actually, I place in front of
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. And where's he looking?
so he looking at us.
Ah, okay, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's because, yeah, we're looking at but yeah, he's looking at
Okay.
us.
All right, so I'm just gonna say what I noticed, right? So you and your father's attention is in the same direction, and then you placed the object there, which is sort of lying down, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's a sweet grass, but you've never used it. You don't even know what it's for, really. You just had it around, right?
Yeah.
And then when I asked you about who was in any wars, you said definitely your great grandfather. And then we bring him in, and he's now on the other side of that object. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that object is sort of central. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then just touch it again. Now that your great grandfather is there, just like touch it again. Yeah. And how do you feel, and what do you notice?
I noticed that it makes when I'm touching it, I feel like, my anxiety goes away. I don't know, like I feel, first of all, again, very, very good inside, like in here in this area. Like I feel it very relieved,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Like, try putting that next to the great grandfather. Try putting them together. So no, put that back where it was. And now just place the one in the middle, the one you were just touching.
yeah.
Just put it next to your grandfather, just together like that. Yeah. Did you connect? I can't remember if you touched your great grandfather, did you?
No.
Okay, let's just tune in there and then. And how does it feel there?
It feels kind of heavy.
Heavy. Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's a good, but it's so heavy. It feels like if like even I would imagine to pick it up, I would not be able. Like it's, I don't know, something is very heavy and very sad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Like let's do this now. Like let's turn your father and you so that you're facing each other now. Yeah, there you go. And can you imagine, if you close your eyes now, can you imagine your father looking at you? Or sorry, can you imagine looking into your father's eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is he looking at you?
Yeah.
Good. Good. And how does it feel as he looks at you?
It feels really good. Like it feels very good, and it feels like some very important. The importance of it.
Right.
And
Can you? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and I feel his I can see through his eyes his emotions, his love to me.
Got it. So you feel his love through his eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how does that feel?
It feels really good and very safe, I would say. Like
Mhm,
it gives me some kind of security,
mhm,
emotional,
mhm,
like a emotional base, like
mm,
some grounds, like some inside of me that it's important. It's like you know, like rocks, like something important, fundamental. It
mhm.
gives me um very good feeling of security and love and fulfillment as well.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
everything is flowing right and
Great, great. Are you able to say to him, you can, if you want to say it in Russian, it's fine. Or you can say whatever it feels more comfortable to you. But can you say to him, I see you, Father.
I see you, Father.
I'm your daughter.
I'm your daughter.
Yeah. And tell me his expression now.
He he actually smiles
Yeah.
and he hugged me.
Mm. He's hugging you. Yeah. Can you imagine him saying to you, Kat, I see you, daughter. And yes, I
Yeah,
am your father.
I see your daughter, and yes, I am your father.
Can you imagine him saying that to you?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And how does that feel to you right now?
very good. Like I feel very I don't know, I feel like something now come back to me, like something that like importance of his love, him in my life and how important this is, and this energy, it's like I feel like it's brought back to me,
Yeah.
which is
Good.
I forgot how it how it feels. And we barely spoke, and distance with the countries, and all these things. So
Yeah.
all these things. So
Yeah. It's great. So stay with it. Stay with it. Are you able to say this to your dad? Are you able to say, Dad, you are the perfect dad for me?
yeah, you're the perfect father for me,
And I want to thank you for my life.
and I want to thank you for my life.
Yeah. And how does he receive that? Like, what's his expression?
He's happy, and I feel like he's really meaning this, like, and he's saying that I'm really happy that you're my daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. So you really feel that, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Very good. Very good. So this is changing the dynamic. Right now, you've changed the dynamic. Things are going to be different from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And whatever it was that was distracting you and your father is now in its rightful place, which is, I feel its rightful place is next to your great grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
And because in this work, we're looking at transgenerational trauma, right? So when someone if it was a really hard war, so I know Russia had a few, right?
Yeah.
Really hard war that was.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a few.
And
Which one? Yeah.
yeah, and it's actually amazing that you and your father are even here to survive that, that your great grandfather actually survived that and was
Yeah.
able to have children. And because I know that it was starving, people were starving there.
It
Russians are
was
really
horrible.
hardy
Yeah.
people, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel that that sweetgrass is possibly all the victims, all the dead people. that
Yes, for some reason I also feel I really like when I look at this and he was talking with me and I put it this way, I really had also feeling that yeah, that this could be like somebody dead, like or
yeah, and it's, and when we bring your great grandfather together with the ones that were victims of that war that he may have been responsible for in some kind of way, and I'm not blaming him or anything, because that's what happens in wars, right? People die,
yeah. Hmm.
people kill people, people die and stuff like that. That it's his to be with, not you and your father, right? That it allows you and your father to see each other clearly, and that was quite clear in what just happened. There was
Yeah.
nothing in the way of you seeing your father and nothing in the way of him seeing you. Right. So I'm going to leave it here.
Hmm.
Right. So I would just allow this just to do what it needs to do. And I wouldn't, I know we're doing it live and people are watching, but for you, I would just not speak about it for about 3 days or get too over analytical, you know. I mean, maybe you might want to find out what that war was and what your great grandfather's
Yeah.
name was, if you can, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to check in with you 3 days from now. I'll text you, see how you're doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. I want to say thank you so much. Yeah.
Well, and I just want to add one more thing. I mean, this was a big step for you, because I remember when you were here, you couldn't even do that with your dad.
Yes, I remember this. I couldn't even say
Yeah,
the words, definitely, when I
yeah,
came.
yeah. You just dismissed him, like, you went, what? Something like that.
Yes. And you're like, yeah, I remember. It was
Yeah.
kind of like, can you
So,
say, yeah.
so this is huge. This is really, really good for you and your dad. And we'll see what happens from
I'm sure it's gonna make change like it made last time we did with you.
yeah.
So I do know it's gonna make a difference for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to officially close this constellation. I'm going to bow to you, Kat, and honor you and your family and your constellation and leave it with you. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
And I
Okay.
want to say thank you so much for the session. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. I'm really glad that you could do it and you responded to my Facebook little
Yes.
shout out. That's good. All right, Kat. So we're going to end here. Thank you so much. I want to thank everybody who's watching. And if you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. And if you want to check out my store with my books, I'm going to leave the link. And also, I have an event this Sunday and Monday. Sunday's sold out. I have places on Monday. This is for horse constellations. And I have a horse constellation training. It's a 5-day event starting on the 26th of this month till the 30th. That's a really fantastic program where I teach people how to do horse constellations. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you, Kat. I'm going to
thank you.
say goodbye now to everybody. Bye.